Welcome back to J&W Fit Life. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And thank you for subscribing. Today I want to talk a little bit about being the you want to be. So I've been kind of thinking about that concept for a while now. Being the you that you want to be. So a lot of us, we have goals in mind, right? So we want to be in a certain place in our life, which also says that we want to make ourselves better or different, depending on how you look at it. But I think that a lot of us, we go about it the long way. So instead of just being the you want to be, you try to be that person. So let's take, for example, you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or a scientist, whatever it is you want to be. So we'll say, okay, when I get to this certain place in my life, I'm going to work on being a scientist. I'm going to work on being a doctor. When I get the money, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to do this. When I get the opportunity, I'm going to start this class, or I'm going to do this and that. So what I'm saying is, if we instead flip that around, I really think we'll be more successful. So you go ahead and you think, okay, I want to be a doctor. What would a doctor be doing right now? That's what I should be doing. So if a doctor would be studying, if a doctor would be studying right now, that's what I should be doing. I should be learning about science, body, or whatever kind of doctor you're looking to be, education. I should be studying those things, because that's what a person with a doctorate degree would be doing, be studying. If I wanted to be a lawyer, same thing. I'll go ahead and do those things that a lawyer would be doing. If I want to be a YouTuber, I'll go ahead and I'll do the stuff that a YouTuber would be doing. So we always put these barriers in place, like money, time, all sorts of barriers, and most of them we really can't control, at least not immediately. So we'll put them in place so we can, in a way, procrastinate on pushing forward to our goal, where on our plate we already have the ability to start doing the things that we need to do to get to where we want to be. So right now, more than ever, we have the internet, and it's full of information. So we can go on the internet and we can learn just about anything that we want, and we can spend time and time again. So right now, my 6-year-old son, or 7, he tells me all this stuff that I have no clue about when he's talking about space and the supernovas and the gaseous planets, and and he's 7, and I have no clue what he's talking about. So that goes to tell you, if you spend a little time every day studying your art, you can be who you want to be. Not later, not 5 years, but now. So I was talking to this guy I know a little while ago about this same concept. And he goes, well, I won't get paid for it. Again, we are looking at it backwards. People have to see what you have see what you offer, see your value, see the value that you present to them, and then they'll pay you. We want the money first, don't we? We want to get paid first. Pay me, and then I'll provide you a service. Doesn't always work too well. Who wants to give up their money before they get anything for it? Some people will. Some people won't. Most people won't. I don't want to. So, the concept of being who you want to be. So, part of that is having a solid idea of where you want to be next year, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Have a solid idea. Doesn't always have to be exact. But once you start working on that idea, once you start studying and learning, more and more opportunities will open up for you. You'd be amazed at how many of these roadblocks you currently have in your way that will not be in your way once you begin to educate yourself a little more, once you begin to move on your path. So, one concept I have about faith that's different from a lot of people. So, some people think that just because you have faith in God, He's just going to make it happen for you. I think a little different. I picture a roadblock, and me sitting in front of that roadblock, having faith that roadblock is just going to disappear. But God does give you the things that you need. We all have everything that we need to push forward and reach our goals. I truly believe in the American dream. We all have the ability to reach our goal. Some of us start in different positions than others. So yes, it's not equal, right? That equal opportunity thing. I don't know about that. But it's there. And it's a different race, it's a different push, it's a different journey for each and every one of us. So, as I sit in front of that roadblock, a roadblock that's blocking me from my dreams, I have a box of supplies right here in front of me. And so, as far as I know, it's just a mess of things. And if I just sit and have faith that roadblock is going to just disappear, maybe in 20 years, the team will come and they'll remove the roadblock and put a road there for me. Or if I have faith that I can get through that roadblock, and I work on studying and learning on ways to get through that roadblock, I will understand that this box of mess in front of me are actually tools that I can use to get through that roadblock. Whether pickaxes, gloves, hard hats, dynamite, whatever is needed is right here in front of me. But I didn't recognize it before I started working on my goal, before I started physically learning and opening my mind to the fact that I have everything that I need already, and I can get through that roadblock, and I'm going to get there. So being the person that you want to be, not in 10 years, not in 20 years, but right now, you be that person. Well, thanks again for your time. I just had a little bit on my mind I wanted to get off. Thank you for listening. How you stop this thing? How you stop it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, just hitting the red button. That's just starting things.